Hey, welcome to episode 8 of Soundcake. Today we're interviewing somebody special. What's your name?
Dustin.
Dustin what?
Hofmann.
Yep, that's my little brother, Dustin Hofmann, our little actor over here. He's 7 years old, and I'm babysitting today, so we thought it would be a cool idea to interview a person who's a little bit younger than us and see what kind of answers he has for some would you rather questions.
Dustin, how old are you?
7.
7. I don't think I remember when I was 7. I think you're a better actor than I was when I was 7 because you totally make it seem like it's cool to be here right now. Okay. I guess let's just go through these questions. So, Dustin, would you rather eat chips or candy?
Honestly, I don't know.
Chips.
Maybe candy.
Candy over chips? Yeah.
Yeah.
Why candy?
What kind of candy?
Maybe popsicles and the ones that you like suck on, like suckers and
Oh, okay, so
like
Okay.
those kinds.
sweet, like hard candies kind of thing. Okay.
So you'd rather go sweet than salty.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, the first category is food. So, would you rather have fries or cookies?
Cookies.
Okay. We're just plowing right through these. Pizza or hot dogs?
Pizza.
Why pizza?
Mostly pepperoni and lots of cheese. That's my favorite kind of thing on pizza.
Okay. You wouldn't put pepperoni or cheese on a hot dog?
Gross.
Okay. Apparently that's gross. Okay. A little bit of a longer one. Would you rather only be able to eat your favorite food for the rest of your life or never eat your favorite food again?
Your favorite food for your rest of your life.
Okay.
Jobs is the second one?
Jobs. Have you thought about jobs yet?
And yeah.
Yeah, he has. He always tells me what he wants to be when he grows up, right?
Oh, okay. I mean, you don't pay rent yet? I think my parents wanted me to pay rent when I was 7.
Oh, okay.
I'm kidding. Okay. Okay, would you rather be a firefighter or a police officer?
None.
Why not?
You have to pick one.
Why neither?
I don't like both of them. I would mostly be a police that doesn't kill or die or like those things.
Those
Gun, like shooting and
So would you rather be a firefighter then? Because they don't shoot people, I don't
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
But only the one that sprays fire, not the other
You
ones.
mean
like,
water?
Yeah, water and sand and those kind of things.
Mhm.
I do not want to be the firefighter that goes in the house and saves people. It's kind of creepy.
Yeah. Would you rather be a doctor or a garbage man?
Mostly a doctor.
Yeah?
Garbage man would be too stinky.
Okay.
That's true.
Yeah.
Would you rather be a chef or a waiter?
Maybe both.
Both. Wow, what a job.
I mean, I've done both before at my old job. I used to cook and be a waitress. Sometimes at the same time during lunchtime.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
I don't think I could handle talking to people. I think I'd rather just like making food for people. Okay, Dustin, would you rather be a teacher or a janitor?
What's a janitor again?
A janitor is someone who cleans up the school.
I would like to be a janitor.
Yeah?
Well, mostly the teacher that mostly teaches math, but the janitor, I will mostly clean up the classroom.
Yeah. You'd rather do janitor then? Okay.
Yeah, I think I would rather be I don't know. I think I'd rather be a teacher. But I don't know why. I think it's because I just hate getting things dirty. You know, I'm a little bit of a, I don't know, I just hate doing stuff with my hands. Anyway, this section is just called gross. So, would you rather have smelly feet or bad breath?
Smelly feet.
Why smelly feet?
Because if you have bad breath, everyone would, go away from you. But you would always have socks on. And you would mostly have shoes on.
True, yeah, that's
That's really smart, actually.
yeah, that is pretty smart. Would you rather never have to shower again or never have to brush your teeth again?
I don't
Like
know.
you would like your entire body would either stay clean all the time and you wouldn't have to shower, like, or your teeth would just automatically be clean all the time and you'd never have to brush them again. Which one would you rather do?
Shower. No showering because it takes a lot of time. You know.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, I feel like showers take a lot longer than just brushing your teeth.
Yeah. However, I do really like showers, and like if
Yeah,
I
I
could just
love
wake up with
showers.
the best like breath,
Yeah.
I think
That's true.
that'd be great.
Yeah.
Okay, would you rather eat a live bug or a dead worm?
Dead worm.
Dead worm? Why a dead worm? Have you tried them before?
No, but I just feel like it.
Okay.
Okay, I mean, you could
I'd
just,
rather eat something dead than alive.
yeah, you could just imagine that it's spaghetti or something.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
maybe put it in ketchup or I don't know.
Gross.
Would you rather lick your shoe or eat your boogers?
Eat burgers.
Really?
I might lick my shoe.
Oh,
I think
you
it's a
don't
little
get
bit.
gross up on your. Well, you know.
I think you grossed him out a little bit too much.
Yeah, okay. Well, on the next subject is school anyway, so, would you rather get good grades or be a good athlete?
What's athlete?
Someone who's good at sports. Would you rather be like really good at like tests and like sitting in the classroom, or would you rather like be really good at sports in school?
I'm very good at. I'm already really good at.
Getting grades, yeah.
Yeah.
He has really good grades already.
All when I was in kindergarten, grade 1 and grade 2, all my
Report cards?
were 4.
Yeah. 4 out of 4, right?
Yeah.
For all subjects. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, mine were all 4 out of 10, I think. But anyway, would you rather go to the school in the summer and have the rest of the year off, so for like 2 months, and then the rest of the year, or would you rather go to school during the rest of the year and have summers off?
So would you rather just go to school in the summertime and then have the rest of the year off like right now, or would you rather have it be the same way, the way that you're going to school now, and then have summers off?
Now, because summer is a little shorter than like now,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna do now
Yeah.
because I love school.
Yeah, he does.
LIVE school.
Yeah,
LOVE.
I was like live
school.
Uh,
Almost the same thing.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just asking these questions like I assume, like how I was when I was 7. Like I just hated school. So,
Yeah.
would you rather be the most popular kid in school or the smartest kid in school?
I'm mostly the smartest kid in my class because when I do like a math and it's like one paper, I can like do it for 3 seconds.
Okay.
Whoa,
It's
that's
very
very
easy.
impressive.
I asked my teacher, why did you give me easy stuff? Because I can a little bit do times like 1 times 6 and
Mm-hmm.
9 times 9 is 81.
That's awesome. Good job. Way to
Wow.
go.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
he's pretty intelligent. He likes to do his homework, and
I have
Yes.
math.
he
at home.
he always like does math like workbooks at home and stuff. It's weird. It's not like how I was at all, but I mean, good for you. You're a smart kid.
Okay.
Okay, the next category is just called
I don't know why.
I don't know either. Would you rather stay at your current age right now, or would you rather be 10 years older?
So would you rather be
7?
7 or Dan's age, 17?
Oh. I'll like have 17 and go to higher grades of school because, you know.
You love school so much you want to be in a higher grade?
Yeah, I want to do like times and divided. I don't know, but I really want to do them.
You're gonna love calculus.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You don't know what that is yet, but
One question, like an equation, will take up the whole page.
Oh, it'll be easy.
Oh, you
Like-
think?
You'll get like a minimum of 3 hours of homework every night.
Look, if you have a whole page of 1 plus 1,
Mhm.
You wish.
And the answer on the other side is just a big 2.
That'd be fun.
Okay, so you want to be 17?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather only be able to whisper or only be able to shout? So everything you say is either a whisper or a shout.
Whisper, because I don't want to, you know.
Your voice to hurt?
No, I just don't like really screaming.
Okay, well, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, if you start whispering, like, if you ever done that in any situation, you just start whispering to someone, they'll automatically start whispering to you.
Yeah.
For no reason.
I know. It's weird.
So would you rather be super strong or super fast? You told me you ran faster than a car earlier.
Yeah, I did run faster than a truck.
Whoa.
Once. But the truck was a little bit going fast and a little slow, medium.
So would you rather be super strong or super fast?
Fast, because I do not want to have like those, you know.
Oh, you don't want a 6-pack? No, you don't like those?
They kind of look, you know,
Weird.
gross.
They kind of look gross.
I don't like them.
All right.
Okay, fair enough. Would you rather be really tall or really short?
Short, because if I was too tall, I might touch the roof with my head and scrape it all the time. So I would have to always walk like this.
Yeah.
Like on my knees.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's what Tristan has to do to get around, right, Tristan?
Yes, I have to walk around on my knees. No, it's kind of like, I guess you could just ask Nicole what it's like to be really short, or just ask me what it's like to live your life as a tall person, you know? Because on one hand, you know, if you're short, you have to, like, get obstacles to reach something high, you know? But if you're tall, it sucks when you drop something and have to bend all the way down to go get it.
Yeah,
you know?
it does.
A couple of the other section of questions. Would you rather have the ability to fly or to be invisible?
Fly, because flying is fast, so you can like fly to school and if you're afraid of heights, you would probably, you know, be invisible.
Yeah, so you'd rather fly? You're not scared of heights?
I'm not scared of heights, but I'm scared of being invisible. Do you know why?
Why?
Because I don't want people to like, you know, be scared of me and never go close to me and never play and you know.
Yeah.
Would you rather always have to state everything that you are thinking or never speak again?
Nice.
I would probably never speak again, because that's probably the only way I would be able to have friends.
Yeah, same here.
If I spoke everything that was on my mind, I think people would I don't think people would want to be around me. How about you?
No, you'd rather
No,
say
no.
everything?
No, I would rather, you know, never speak again.
Okay.
Me too.
Yeah, just carry a notepad along and tell people that way. Okay, would you rather jump into a pool of chocolate pudding or a pool of chocolate ice cream?
Ew,
I don't know. In some...
It's right here.
Yeah.
Pudding or a pool of pudding or a pool of ice cream. Both are chocolate.
Pudding! Because, you know.
Ice cream is cold.
Yeah, that makes sense. Ice cream would be freezing. Like, you would just be so cold. All right, I'm going to ask you one more question. Would you rather have a pet cat or a pet dog?
Nicole, what do you think?
Ooh, I don't know.
You love dogs.
I would rather have a dog, but I don't know what you'd rather have. What would you rather have, a cat or a dog?
A cat that doesn't have long nails and scratches.
Okay, but what about dogs, though? Dogs are really cute.
You'd
rather have a cat?
Yeah, sure, but dogs they do like girls like and they like and they bark lots, but cats just do a little meow.
Yeah, it's true.
Cats seem way easier to take care of, but dogs are just, I don't know.
Dogs are everything, and I want one so bad, and I just
They
love
pee
them.
everywhere.
Not if you train
If
them.
you train them right.
You're
know.
literally describing dogs the way that mom describes dogs, because mom doesn't like dogs because mom does not train dogs. It's too bad I'm allergic to cats, so like we weren't allowed, and my dad's allergic to cats too. But I feel like if we weren't, mom maybe would have let us get a cat. But too bad we can't, right? Daniel really wanted a cat as well, but me and my dad kind of screwed that up for our family. And my mom really hates dogs, and me and my dad really love dogs, so we can't get one of either one. So
I don't know what to do.
Okay. All right. Well, that concludes our quick session of Would You Rather
with Dustin Hofmann.
With Dustin Hofmann. So I guess you got to go to bed right away. So,
It's getting late.
thank you for listening to that section. We'll talk about a movie in a second, but thank you for coming by and doing this interview. And I guess
maybe we'll do another one next time.
Yeah.
We'll see. Maybe we can do another one in the future. Maybe in like a few years, if me and Tristan are not doing anything and want to create another podcast when you're like a preteen or something, that would be pretty interesting to see like different answers.
Yeah, that would be. All right. Well, thank you for listening, and we'll see you in a couple seconds. Okay, sorry for the weird cut. We are back, and we just watched a movie called As Above, So Below, and I forget when it came out. I think it came out in 2014. Generally, I think the initial reaction to this movie, I think it was supposed to be a horror movie, or like people thought it was supposed to be, and they went to the theater, and like a friend of mine said that he was really disappointed with it. So anyway, I watched it myself, and I tried to keep an open mind because I really liked the concept of the movie about like things like going to the catacombs and, you know, kind of personal problems coming out and like people having to kind of overcome their own problems without spoiling too much or giving too much away. The movie is pretty much just about these group of, I guess, or this one archaeologist girl. She's looking for a special stone, the Philosopher's Stone, and it's, I guess, like this legendary or mythical rock that can turn any sort of material into gold. And I guess her father was on the trail of it, and then, you know, she's just doing this to, I don't know, I guess just finish what he started. And so she enlists the help of several other people who follow her into the Paris catacombs in search for the Philosopher's Stone. So that idea really intrigued me. What's like the first thing about this movie that caught your attention?
The whole historical aspect of it. I'm sorry, I'm kind of sick, so my voice is a little raspy this week. But yeah, as soon as I started watching this movie, like the first time I ever watched it, I really just like the historical aspect of it and how they would like figure out all the clues to like get closer to the stone, and like how much they had to like learn about the topic itself. And it was really suspenseful, and I liked how it was like from like all of their perspectives, because like the camera was hooked onto them, right? So you could kind of see like exactly what they saw while they were in the catacombs and like looking for the stone. And just throughout the movie, as they like figure out more of like the clues to like all the little like the riddles and like the phrases and stuff, like watching like those little light bulbs go off in their heads, and like watching them just like figure everything out was really, really interesting, and it kept like me into like the movie and stuff. So I really enjoyed the whole movie. Really, they kept it like going really, really well.
Yeah, the pacing for me, like, it just kept going. Like, this movie is like a steamroller, and I guess I would describe it best as like, I guess it's like the Blair Witch or Paranormal Activity meets Indiana Jones and like, I guess Tomb Raider.
Yeah, that's something that I liked the most, is because like ever since I was a kid, I loved Tomb Raider. Like I loved the Lara Croft movies, and I love the games, like especially for like PlayStation 2. And I like a few of the new games I like as well. But yeah, that's like what I noticed right away. It was kind of like Tomb Raider, and so it just like reeled me in that way. And yeah, that was awesome.
And also like I love history as well, and like the kind of like myths surrounding it. Like, you know, there's a part, you know, deeper into the movie, they venture into like something that's supposed to be like hell, and there's like other stuff from like Dante's Inferno, that like elements of that are sprinkled in there. And I don't know, I'm also just like usually fascinated by things that are macabre and dark and
scary and mystical, like mysterious, something that you know a little bit about, but like you have to like really wrap your head around it, and it really makes you think. And that's something that I really enjoyed as well.
Oh, yeah, like the thing of, like about this movie too for me was, it's, you know, I do like, I admit that I do like found footage movies, and then I do like the handheld thing. Like I was a big fan of Cloverfield, and the Blair Witch Project absolutely like scared me. It scared me so bad, and my brother somehow like convinced me, like, because Blair Witch was like one of the first found footage movies that I had seen, and I thought it was going to be so boring, like you were watching, you know, homemade movies and stuff like that. But my brother convinced me when it was real, because like the concept of found footage movies was very new to me. So he convinced me that it was real and everything. And it doesn't help that in the special features of that movie they have like news reports that are like, I guess, well, like they're faked and everything, but the news reports too looked legit at the time, and I was so invested in it.
I feel like this movie is almost like if you take National Treasure and turn it into like a...
That would be terrifying, like finding Nick Cage down there. Like,
that would be so funny. Oh my gosh. If they turned this into a comedy movie for like millennials, I feel like they would just like stick Nicolas Cage in there somewhere.
Oh no, like they go down there and like they hear all those like spooky sounds, and then they find Nicolas Cage down there with the Declaration of Independence. Yeah, it is totally one of those episodes where we're just like really, really chill. I think just because like we both got sick at the same time.
Yeah.
And we've both been sick for the past couple days.
Oh, I've been sick for like almost a whole week now. It's just now like that my cough is gone, now my voice is like going away. So I'm probably gonna be talking like this for a few days. This happened to me last year as well. The same kind of sickness, cold, whatever, where I was like really cold, had a fever for like the first day, and then it was like a head cold for like a few days. And now it's just like me losing my voice and being all phlegmy and nasty.
Yeah, I feel like I'm sick for like the majority of the year or something, and I only remember being like really sick whenever I have the flu, and that's only about once a year pretty much.
Yeah.
Like I get the flu really bad, I'm incapacitated for about a week. You know, I can't do anything, and then I'm fine for the rest of the year. However, I feel like my days are just varying levels of the cold.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like most of the time I am wondering, like I'm trying to remember how great it was that I could breathe out like through my nose, or how cool it was to not have a sore throat, like however many weeks ago. Like I just always think about like how nice it was like a few weeks beforehand when I wasn't this sick, but it seems to just like be a weird cycle of like my body just not being able to like be totally fine for like a solid period amount of time. Just like always kind of sick in some way or other.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time that I breathed like 100% clearly through my nose. But I don't know, maybe it's just because diet or work or something, because work, I don't know, for me work doesn't, I don't know, like it just doesn't let me spend a lot of time on, you know, really planning out like what I'm gonna eat, or, you know, my diet and stuff like that. And I don't know, it's at a restaurant, and like the food at the restaurant isn't even that great, so
Yeah.
There's just that to eat or something, whatever on your shift.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's that. And
now that we started talking about food, I'm really wanting some bacon. I'm craving bacon.
yeah, I'm really hungry too. Maybe we should just watch Footloose if you really need your fill of bacon.
Your puns are getting worse and worse.
That wasn't even a pun. That was just like a play on words.
It's still pretty awful.
Yeah, it was really bad. I'm gonna say it like this. Like my jokes aren't as great because I'm sick and like my head is just foggy. And you didn't laugh at it because you're sick and so you just don't care. It's your mood. I think we're just gonna move on to Would You Rather's right now. It is
go on to the adult versions.
The adult version of Would You Rather's.
Or I guess like more like PG-13. I feel like I don't think that these questions are really that PG-13 or R-rated. I feel like.
No, there were some questions that we didn't even bother putting on the podcast that we answered.
Because they were like, I guess it depends, like, to talk to, like, your friend about that topic, and then to talk, like, having, like, other people listen about, like, whether it, like, relates to, like, certain views or, like, a religion or something like that, like, that's just a really touchy thing to, like, post on the internet. Yeah,
like, really morally gray areas, things that we wouldn't. Like, this question, for example, I don't like to answer. I wouldn't want to answer it. Like the first question that popped up on this Would You Rather site was, would you rather marry the same gender but that person is really attractive, or would you rather marry the opposite gender that's beyond ugly? For example, I mean, you wouldn't really have a problem with that.
No, like this question is very straightforward to me. Yeah, I don't want to marry the opposite gender. I would rather marry the same gender. So just the fact that in this question it says that they're an attractive person, that works for me. But for you, that question sucks.
Yeah.
And I don't like that question either because it's just fucking rude.
Yeah, pretty much, because it's like, it just makes you think like very superficially.
Yeah, it makes you think like, oh, everyone is supposed to marry the opposite gender, but let's make this question hard by making that person really ugly, and then make that person think weirdly about their own sexuality, thinking about like marrying someone who's the same gender, but that person is at least attractive. That's very I don't know. It's just a really stupid question, and it shouldn't even like in the comment it says gay marriage is allowed in this scenario. Like, yeah, gay marriage is allowed in many like countries nowadays. It's totally fine in a lot of places. So, the person that like made this question, I feel like is just a fucking dick. So go fuck yourself.
Oh, okay.
Person who made this question. I'm pissed.
Yeah, and like in contrast to what we were talking about before with like how we mentioned morally gray areas, the decision making process for me here is like very gray, because it's so black and white. And it fails to acknowledge that ugly or attractive are very subjective terms. But for the sake of intrigue, I'm gonna answer it anyway. I think I would rather marry the same gender and they're really attractive.
Yeah.
I feel like, because I'm just like, I guess I would just, marry an attractive friend of mine. Mm-hmm. And it's not like, I have to stay faithful. Like, getting by on technicalities. There's no technicalities or specifications in the description.
Marriage has nothing to do with sexual relations. Sexual relations just has to do with, like, it's just a human being between human being thing. It doesn't have to do with marriage, in my opinion, which a lot of people may not agree to. So, I don't know.
Yeah, and it'll be like, I'm living with a male friend, pretty much. Like, that would be the situation. I'm living with a male friend, and they just happen to be super handsome, and that's really about it.
Yeah, like it's just
Like you go to the courthouse, you sign some papers, and then now you're actually friends forever.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm just gonna do that and see what people. Okay, yeah, a lot of people probably. Well, most people. Well, actually, I wouldn't say most, but like.
It's almost split down the middle. It's like 54-46. So there's only a 4% difference between being like 50-50. There's okay, so 612,000 people agree with marrying the same gender, but it's an attractive person, over 531,000. So there's about a 100,000 person difference.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right, next question.
Would you rather drool abnormally in public or audibly moan during each conversation you have?
I feel like, I don't know, like, it depends on what kind of conversation I'm having. If it's, like, a burden on me trying to talk to somebody, I will just audibly moan during the conversation, like, you know, like, I really don't like, unless it's, like, supposed to be a very sexual moan during a conversation, you know, then that'd be uncomfortable.
I feel like just like listening to somebody audibly moan while trying to have a conversation would be annoying as all hell, and I wouldn't want to be that annoying person. So I'd rather drool abnormally in public. I mean, it's not like I don't already do that in some ways.
You drool in public a lot? I've never noticed.
I have braces, so like sometimes I just like get like a drool on the side of my mouth, and then I have to like suck it in. It's gross.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
So I already drool.
Oh, I didn't even choose. Okay, never mind. Hold on. All right. Drool abnormally in public. Well, 39% of people have braces.
So yeah, 61% of people would rather audibly moan, which you're annoying. To each their own.
Would you rather? Okay, I haven't read this question before. So, would you rather kill your daughter to save an entire country from huge catastrophe, or be the cause of the catastrophe that destroys a country?
Damn. Like, I'm just thinking about the whole Aleppo situation right now.
Oh no.
And
this is gonna get interesting.
It makes me really sad. Like, I've been watching all those videos and just thinking about like all the catastrophe that goes on and like how many like children have been bombed and killed and stuff. Like, I would hate to know that I was the cause of a catastrophe that destroyed an entire country. Of course I wouldn't want to kill my daughter either. That is not okay at all. But it's like one person versus an entire country. Like, morally I would feel shitty either way, but it's like logically, if you think about it, like, you're either killing one person or you're destroying an entire country that could be thousands or millions or billions of people depending on the country.
Yeah, and there'd be millions of children in the country, and if it destroys an entire country, then
I'd be killing a lot more than just my daughter. I'd be killing other people's daughters, sons, sisters, brothers, moms, dads, grandmas, grandpas. Like, I wouldn't know. Like, I'd probably, like, if I absolutely had to choose in this question, I'd rather kill my own daughter and then save an entire country from a huge catastrophe than be the reason for a catastrophe in a country. Just logically speaking, not morally speaking, because that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Just, like, thinking logistically.
Yeah, and you're kind of like putting your own daughter above everybody else's kid, you know?
Yeah. And, you know, out of millions of people, I'm sure that there's a lot more chance that, like, out of those million people, there must be, like, famous people, there must be, like, really important doctors, people who have already, like, had a lot of discoveries, and really smart people, and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Whereas, like, my daughter could end up being a fucking heroin addict when she turns 18. Who fucking knows? You know? Like...
Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to choose to be the cause of the catastrophe that destroys a country.
Oh my god, you're ridiculous.
55% of people would.
Alright.
Would you rather get $20 or get frequently complimented for one day?
$20.
$20, easy. Like, dude, I I get compliments anyway, like throughout, not every day, but like most days.
Me too.
So
I'd much rather have money.
59% of people would rather have $20.
A horde of 400 zombies is quickly approaching. Would you rather fight the zombies alongside a dragon and you are using a crossbow, or fight the zombies alongside 4 gorillas and you're using an assault rifle?
Okay, and the description says the zombies are the fast kind seen in 28 Days Later or Left 4 Dead. The dragon can fly, breathe fire, and comes with a saddle. The gorillas are highly trained firearms experts and are also armed with assault rifles. In both cases, you have enough ammo to finish the job. It's
Fire. I mean the dragon, because of fire.
yeah, the dragon could just like
I can blow all the
Set-
bastards away. It's only 400 zombies. That's like not even a high school full of students. Like a high school usually has like about 1,000 students. That is like not that is like less than half the school worth of kids worth of zombies. Like you could take all those fuckers out and like the dragon could breathe fire once and they'd all be vanished. So yeah, the fucking dragon.
you
Man.
could just disintegrate them with his or incinerate them with his breath. It's split 60-40. 60% of people would rather fly a dragon around. Okay, would you rather have Gandalf as your granddad or have Dumbledore as your granddad?
Shit. I feel like people are hella gonna judge me on this answer.
Yeah, me too. Because most people I know actually like Harry Potter way more.
That's my problem. Is I don't know as much about Lord of the Rings as I do about Harry Potter. I know a lot more about Harry Potter. I know a lot more about what Dumbledore is about.
I know a lot more about what Gandalf's about. So,
I guess
well, I mean, I would go with Gandalf because he's more likely to like take me on trips. And I don't know, how often does Dumbledore use his magic for fun?
I think I don't know. Like I think Dumbledore would be like a great teacher. Like he'd make sure that I was always safe and like that I grew up to be like a really smart person. And I feel like he could teach me a lot of like harder magic than just like fun magic. Fun magic is easy. And like he can teach me a lot more of like the hard stuff. That'd be cool. Like I feel like I'd be wise as hell if I was like taught something from my granddad Dumbledore. Plus that would mean that I was in the fucking wizarding world, and that right there is just fucking bomb as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, from day-to-day life, it seems like Dumbledore would be a great choice. However, Gandalf he's like the equivalent of like an angel, pretty much. Like, cause like, no, it's I forget the exact terminology in the mythology of Lord of the Rings, but like, Gandalf is part of like these beings, I guess, that pretty much live forever. Just about, and they can, after they die, they can be resurrected if their sort of deity so chooses.
Okay.
And he's all about like serious magic too, and like
That's very true.
he'll protect you, but it's like, yeah, I don't think there'd be a whole lot of learning of magic going on though.
I feel like Gandalf would be a lot more open. Like, about talking about stuff. Like, I feel like Dumbledore would be very secretive about a lot of things. And
Well, didn't he like lie to everybody throughout all the books?
Yeah, like that's what I'm just kind of realizing right now is that Gandalf is a lot more of like a true speaker than Dumbledore is.
Yeah, I think Gandalf for me. I think I'm just thinking of like Ian McKellen, versus Michael. What's his name? Gambon, Michael Gambon or something. Anyway, so I'm going to go with Gandalf as my granddad.
Okay.
It's split 50-50.
Nice.
All right, so you know what? Feel free in the comments below to let us know what your answers are for these questions. And if you have any would you rather questions yourself, then feel free to post those as well. The next question is, would you rather be slapped full force by a UFC fighter or forced to lick a dog turd?
Be slapped full force by a UFC fighter.
Right? You're not risking getting sick if you get slapped, you know?
Yeah, it's just gonna fucking hurt. But, like, wounds heal.
It'll hurt, but, like, I feel like that sensation is fine compared to tasting dog shit.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's a pretty easy decision. I think being slapped by a UFC fighter, and yeah, it's split 68-32. 68% of people would rather be slapped by a UFC fighter.
Okay, would you rather chug a pint of ocean salt water or chug a pint of rancid milk?
Afterwards, you cannot immediately chase it with another drink. You have to savor it.
Okay. So, I can chug a pint of ocean salt water and then chug another pint of regular fucking water so that I'm not super dehydrated and I don't die and I don't hallucinate off my ass.
Wait, you can't.
Well,
you can't chase it.
But, like, I guess I could, like, maybe eat something that will, like, hydrate me a little bit. Or just, like, have a really crazy trip on fucking ocean salt water. But there's no fucking way I'm drinking rancid milk. I already don't like milk as it is. Milk is bullshit. It's gross.
Yep.
So, I mean, you know.
Yeah, I would rather go with the ocean salt water, really. I mean, I
It's
think
super
it's
bad for you and you might die, but it's better than rancid milk.
I think, like, a pint, I don't know if that would be that damaging.
Actually, yeah, no, you're right.
A pint of salt water? I mean,
It's not like it's a gallon.
it might, like, fuck you up for a little while, but I don't think...
Like, first of all, chugging a pint of even regular milk would make you puke. Chugging a pint of rancid milk would definitely make you puke.
Yeah, and I feel like...
That's not okay. I don't like that. I don't like that. So,
ocean salt, yeah, 78% of people would rather chug a pint of ocean salt water. This question, where is it from? What play? I think this is from a play.
Oh, yeah, I think so too.
The question is, would you rather have loved and lost, or never have loved at all?
Loved it. Nah. Okay. 6 months ago, I would have said never loved at all, but I think today I'm gonna say have loved and lost.
Yeah, I think it's important to know what it feels like to, lose something like that, and to love, because, like, I feel like if you've never loved at all, then you're salty all the time, and you're, maybe...
You don't know, like, people who take a very long time, okay, I'm not the type of person that's like, yes, jump into a relationship when you're young, like, I'm not like that at all. Like, definitely wait until you find somebody, but, if your first love doesn't work out, at least you now know for the future how it's supposed to feel like, whereas someone who's never loved at all, once they get into a relationship finally, like, if that person's not right for them, or if that person is in any way, like, not good for them, they won't know that, because it's still their first time being in love, and that part really fucking sucks, and that's usually when it doesn't work out. So
yeah,
either way.
And I'm also thinking, like, more so at the end of your life, never loved at all, I think that's just, like, an experience everybody needs, and having loved and lost, I think it would be easier to appreciate things if you did.
Yeah, you grow a lot from that experience. Like, it's a very hard thing to go through, and I feel like a lot of people come out stronger, like, after it's happened. And yeah, like, if I were laying on my deathbed or something when I was, like, old, and I was thinking back and, like, looking back at my life, like, I would definitely regret never, like, having been able to experience what real love is like, I guess.
Yeah, this got, like, really deep fast, but it's fine. Yeah, you just have to, and, like, it's not like when you're younger, you love and you lose that. It's not like you can't love again. Yeah.
It's very much possible.
I know, like, it feels like that at first, like, all the time you're just like, hey, that's it. Like, I'm never gonna love anybody again. Obviously, I'll,
that sort of thing would happen again, because you're just scared of, or like people say like, oh, love hurts and stuff like that. It's like, no, like loss hurts and like rejection hurts, but like love is fine. I think people are just afraid of those sort of feelings, hence maybe never loving at all. So like it's still like love is obviously still great, and it's I think it's something everybody should experience at least once in their lives. But like
it's only the loss that is the painful part. It's not love that hurts, really. But I feel like when it comes to like never having loved at all, I think just realizing that would be painful on its own. Like if I was like dying and I was like, wow, like I never actually experienced full on like what it was like to be in love, like all the quotes and all the movies and stories like show it. I'd be pretty pissed. Like my feelings would be hurt that I didn't get to experience that. So
yeah, and I always feel like, since movies and music are such I guess personal tellings of like people's own stories of love, I think like there's a lot of it can be drawn from memory, and I think just like memory itself as well is kind of just like this story, how we remember it how we want to remember it, and like that's fine, like as long as you can like learn from it, but I think having only like loved like once in my life and like never done it again, I think that's such a like a defeatist mindset, where you're just like, I loved, and then I was hurt, and now I'm not gonna love anybody like that again. I don't think like you're supposed to love anybody like that again. I think it's like different like every time, and since it's so different, it'll be new every time. I think it's easier to remember again why it's worth it, because it'll feel new like every time. But anyway, so that's us talking about love. Back to the question, would you rather have loved and lost, or never loved at all? I think I would rather loved and lost, and 73% of people would rather that as well, or they agree. 27% of people are probably just going through a breakup or something.
Yeah.
I think this will be like the last question that we do. Just sound very tired and very, I don't know, chill. Would you rather be homeless and hungry but always loved by your perfect partner, or have a fabulous house and amazing food but never have loved or been loved? The description is, you would have great friends either way, and you wouldn't be rich, you just have it all handed to you.
Okay, well, I've actually been in both of these situations. So, let me tell you, being homeless and hungry, but always being loved by your perfect partner is a lot better than having everything handed to you and being lonely. Like, just take it from a person with experience from both areas. I have been homeless, and I've been very hungry, but I was loved by someone that was amazing to me, so I'd rather pick that one, honestly. It's better than being lonely as fuck but having everything handed to you.
Never have loved her. Oh man, that's it's really difficult for me. I think I haven't been in any of these situations. It's because it's like you have everything like handed to you, so like you never have anything yourself. So like you have this dependence. But if
you don't know what struggling is like you don't know struggle, but you also don't know love.
You love someone, yeah, but you're dependent on them for to give you everything, or you are completely independent and you're self-sufficient because you have all this money and you always have food, but it's just that you don't love anybody and you've never been loved.
Wait, what?
Okay. Oh man. All right, so you have this dependence on your partner because they're giving everything to you, because you wouldn't be rich, you just
No.
Oh shit, never mind.
No, you wouldn't, like, you'd be homeless and hungry.
Yeah.
So, like, you just wouldn't have anything, but you would have a partner that was with you through it all. I don't think that you would have a dependency on your partner for giving you things. I feel like you would both be homeless and hungry together.
Just to live in a perpetual state of hunger and homelessness. I mean, I guess if you're miserable, at least you're not miserable by yourself. So I think I'll go with hungry, but always loved by your perfect partner. Yeah, 64% of people would rather have that. That was a little bit of a tough one for me. So that was that, and that was the 8th episode. Thank you for listening to this. And I guess we'll see you next time.
Okay, thanks for listening to my ridiculous rants.